nights I can barely leave my bed, 'cause someone lives rent-free inside my head. I say I'm not okay, I'm terrified when I go to sleep, when I close my eyes. What the hell am I supposed to do? Oh my God, I can't breathe, and I don't know why. Angels come and they leave into the midnight sky. You only know how much you meant, you only know the time we spent. Take the pain from my heart and make it whole again. Please, God, can you give me some relief? I've been out here hiding like a thief. I'll pull the windows down when I feel low, keep my demons close so nobody knows the darker side that lives inside of me. Oh my God, I can't breathe, and I don't know why. Angels come and they leave into the midnight sky. You only know how much you meant, you only know the time we spent. Take the pain from my heart and make it whole again. Skeletons, nightmares, I don't think they fight fair. Why am I so sad all the time? I don't wanna take my drugs, I just wanna be okay. Will I ever feel again? Skeletons, nightmares, I don't think they fight fair. Why am I so sad all the time? I don't wanna take my drugs, I just wanna be okay. Will I ever feel again? Oh my God, I can't breathe. Angels come and they leave. You only know how much you meant, you only know the time we spent. Take the pain from my heart and make it whole again.
За трета поредна година с нарастващ награден фонд и въпреки водещите. онлайн от 10 октомври и с мащабен гранд финал в зала 3 на Национален дворец на културата на 16 ноември в рамките на фестивален ден, в който ще видите шоу-мачове, концерт на The Science, финали и тематичен базар за феновете на аниме, косплей и гейминг. Среща с партньорите на проекта и още много изненади. Dota Masters Bulgaria. Трето издание.
Пак ли Dota Masters? И Кадиев ще е там, нали?
All right, ladies and gents, welcome back to the Dota Masters Bulgaria. Once again here with T-PANDA, your play-by-play, your host, your main caster for day number 3 of the playoff brackets. We're still continuing with the first round as it's been one best of 3 per day. We've had a 2-0 and a 2-1 series so far, and today two, I would say, a bit different level of teams compared to the last 2 days when we had that best of 3 go all the way to 3 games last night. I think this one might be slightly different, but we'll have to find out. Today, instead of Slash Strike, we have good old Stomanen returning back to the casting booth here with me. So pleasure to have you here with me.
I'm back. Yeah.
He's back indeed.
Pleasure from you. So.
And I've done some adjustments to all of you people watching on stream. Please do notify, of course we are in a 5-minute delay, if the audio levels are better or not. I put myself louder, I put Stomanen louder, I put the in-game sound louder. So just keep me notified if something is too loud or something is still too quiet. Everything is clipping basically on my end, so I'm basically at maximum. If you want me to be a bit quieter, then just let me know. But today's series, it's casually masculine versus Murosni Pari Shistiruce. Was I even close?
It was actually really good.
Okay, I tried.
It is called Murosni Pari Shistiruce. You just need to be,
Okay. Well, close enough. Close enough. I tried.
But you know what it means?
No.
Or you don't know? All right. Murosni Pari means dirty money. And Shistiruce means clean hands.
Dirty money and clean hands.
Yes.
All right.
I don't know what it refers actually to.
Politicians.
Probably, I don't know. It doesn't make much sense, but yeah.
All right. Yep, they're creative with their name. And then, of course, you have casually masculine on the other end. They got a pretty cool banner. I'm not sure if that's one of the players taking a fan photo with a popular streamer, I guess.
Or the right side is the player.
Well, the right side is the player and the left side's a fan. Oh, okay. That also...
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Probably makes sense there as well. But yeah, there was a small introduction about these two teams. I'm just going to read it out aloud as well. So casually masculine, apparently a very PMA stack, clean Dota, 10k MMR average team, and according to Slash Strike, potential contenders for the LAN and maybe even first place. So let's see how well they do in this series, because their opponents, 6.8k MMR average, a lot lower. But they did beat a 9k average team to qualify, so I think that's pretty huge.
Yeah, a fun fact here is that the Bulgarian team, one of the players is my very first teammate, Dota teammate, Kikoni. And his name is actually Mode Kikoni 2015. And this was the moment we created one of the first Bulgarian stacks with him.
Awesome. So we got ourselves some talent here.
Yeah. So yes, they might be lower MMR, but they have a lot of knowledge behind.
All right. Well, let's see how they fare. At least they have drafted very meta-like here with the Sand King first pick and double supports. I mean, of course, this Ogre could end up being a core. You could potentially play it off lane. I've seen some people play it through mid, but mostly just a support. So I'm a bit curious about this opener. Usually when you open up with double supports, you don't really leave room for flex if they aren't flex picks, like a Tiny, for example. You could put a 2-4 Sniper, you could 2-4 Naga, 1-5. Ogre is kind of hard locked in support, and so is Enchantress. I'm not sure if I like this opener, but how do you feel about opening with double support?
First, like we don't know if it's double support. To be honest, it's again the factor that this is out of meta tournament makes me believe that this could be like mid slash off lane ogre kind of a position. So we are not 100% sure that these are two supports. But yeah, I do agree with you overall. I don't like opening with two supports, especially when, I mean, if you follow as you do, but in general, if like average players following the Pro Dota, you can see that a lot of core heroes are actually first pick material just because they're very broken and you just need to pick them very early. But again, this is different Dota here, better than the professional Dota.
Of course it is.
It's different meta.
Well, I can already see that neither the Ogre or the Enchantress as individual picks, I'm not sure if they really answer this Sand King pick on the board. Ogre's at least good at trying to control the Sand King in a way. Later on with levels, the multicast stun can be useful in keeping Sand King on the spot. Then just someone needs to benefit from that burst. Timbersaw is a good example on that. But Timber is also really good versus what's already picked up by Casually Masculine. So I do like this Timber pick. It makes the draft already look so much better.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I agree. I like the Timber draft again against the other lineup so far, at least. It looks pretty free for him. But overall, I feel like already I see 3 heroes.
10 seconds remaining.
Is this Dire team actually? This is Dire from you, right?
5 seconds remaining.
Sorry?
Bottom team is Dire, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, alright. So yeah, I think that just with these 3 heroes on Dire, they're pretty secured about the late game, let's say. You can easily like Giga buff this Alchemist, especially now with Invoker Alacrity, and it doesn't look like Radiant have an answer so far.
Yeah, and Omni Knight as well with Repel makes this Alchemist a really difficult target to deal with. But until you get to the point where plus 20 minutes Alchemist is strong, Timbersaw can burst this Alchemist down before he ever gets anything off. So Chemical Rage isn't really that helpful versus the high burst potential Murusnipari have. But if they get past that part, you might be absolutely right that this Alchemist is going to be just an unstoppable machine. I like the pair up with the Invoker, as you mentioned, the Alacrity. Potentially pick up... I mean, honestly, this could even be Alchemist support when I look at it, because you wouldn't otherwise 23rd pick a support unless it's something like a really impactful one, like Dark Willow, Spirit Breaker, maybe even a Phoenix. If it's the good game for it, you could do that. So I think we need to also treat this Alchemist could be a support.
10 seconds
I feel like
remaining.
the main factor here is that they combo picked Auk and Omni.
Remaining.
And if you're planning to flex this Auk to support, I just don't think this is like a good support duo between Auk and
True.
and Omni. So I feel they just rely on this like Giga buff, Giga chat Auk hero. And also, it's going to make the laning stage really sad. It feels like you're gonna put what, like Sun King Alchemist together. It just doesn't look good to me. I think it's straight up core, and now we are expecting something like you said, like Dark Willow, or maybe some Mirana, something that can deal with Enchantress on the lane.
Let me see if I can find the qualifier. There we go. So we're looking at Casually Masculine. They 2-0'd a team I have no idea how to pronounce. They did play the Alchemist back then. They've also played Nyx Assassin, Rubik. Rubik would also be a pretty good 23rd pick. And they also have Visage.
Nyx also is pretty good. He one-shots the Enchantress creep.
True. Nyx could work.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, to be honest, right now. Nyx. But wait a bit, actually, this should be Ogre 5, not Enchantress 5, when I think about it. This is Eng 4, most likely.
Could be. He's good at trading, at least. He can always enchant. You can't purge the Repel, but...
Yeah, it's...
the slow is good.
It is more like, I just don't think Ogre off-lane side is good hero. That's why I think it's going to be hard.
I think you could, because you're playing against double melee, but Enchantress gets a big benefit from playing against melee heroes, right? Because it's Omni Knight Alchemist, right? We've been talking about Omni 5, Alch 1, 2 melee heroes. So I think Enchantress could actually get a really good lane if you pair them up, so you are right. But you don't necessarily get punished that hard if you put the Ogre there. We'll see how they decide to do things. They ban the Warza, the Pango, and on the side of casually, they ban the Ursa, the Monkey King. Pick up the Dark Willow, as we suspected this could be a good 23rd pick. I like this one.
Now we need a carry that is, I feel like, alright, a lot of range carries are banned, but which is, I don't know, like no Morph, no SF, no Luna, no Gyro, no Duza. So many carries out of the pool. And you really need a heavy carry. I feel like it's a little bit out of the box, but something like Lifestealer might be really good. You have like Puck Bomb. Lifestealer should be naturally good into, or something like Slark. But yeah, I just don't see many good carry heroes, especially range heroes. Some TA, let's say, or
I think you could get away with Drow. Drow could work. Even if they have jump heroes like Sand King Alchemist. Yeah, there we go.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay, so Dark Willow and Drow. I love his nickname. It's actually I Show Speed. Let's see if he's going to be fast on his feet and as athletic as Speed is.
Holy shit, what is this? Like Ogre set Jakiro head?
Yep. It's the...
Super funny.
Cosplaying Jakiro. I love it. It's a pretty cool one. Also, the both drafts on the table here. I remember Filmini, actually. Didn't this guy used to play with, like, Hippomaniacs?
Yeah. It's him.
You might have actually even played against him.
Yeah, for sure. I did play against him back then.
Yeah. I was like, this name rings a bell. I looked at the rosters before the tournament started, and I was like, Filmini, I've seen this name somewhere before. He's like a Czech player. Is this a full Czech stack, by the way?
I think so, yeah.
All right, awesome. So the Czech scene is still out there.
I mean, they have like this team that keeps coming back in every like national or like small tournament. I think it was called like MUF or something like this, MYF or something like this, and they're fully like national players. So these are probably the same guys. It's just from them I know the Filmini.
Well,
level 30 Invoker.
Yeah, Grandmaster Invoker. I don't know if this, like I said, this could be a potential lopsided series for one of the two teams, but I just want to see the players execute, give us some good Dota. Yesterday we had a bit of a surprise game 3 scenario. Game 1 was like, wow, what happened here? And the underdogs took that one, then they lost the 2 games in a row. But here, I think anything is possible. You have a strong, pretty meta-like draft on the Dire side, and Radiant has been, you know, flexing their hero pool around a bit. We'll see how this game fares. We already got ourselves the setup here around the river, but not a fight at least yet. The smokes are running out.
I don't trust Drop as a hero overall.
I know how you feel.
Yeah, and it's you know, like you play into Omni or Wyvern, it's probably the top 2 counters into Drop, and you're not really. It's not like a hero that naturally can buy, let's say, Nullifier, like I suggested with Lifestealer.
Yeah, hold up.
Okay.
See what they can do here. They got the stun connection onto this Timber Saw, looking for the first blood. And looks like they're going to get it in the end. Filmini is going to take that one. Hobbit's going to drop as well. Maybe another kill going their way with the puck dropping low. Shock will fall. And Froxen one out as well. Drow will get a kill for herself. Filmini drops 2. 5 kills already. Number 6. Who's it going to be? Is it the Ogre or the Sand King? One more hit to go. And I Show Speed turns around. They're more worried about the Invoker at this point. If they can get Radiente, he gets a double for himself. But he's going to drop as well. And holy moly. 7 kills to start. Never mind. Make it 8 kills to start the game. Oh boy. What a start.
Alright, so who got the most from this is the question. Throw.
Let's look at this. Drow got 2, Invoker got 2. So in terms of the mid matchup, Puck has the higher experience coming into this one. They're already level 2. Who had the worst start for this one? I guess the Alchemist didn't get too much, and the Sand King at dying at the end. And of course Timber, who was just, you know, he died first, so he was out. Kikoni, your man.
Yeah, the legend.
Well, let's see if these kills impact in something. I mean, you got so much gold on the Drow is already at 1500. Fighting once again onto this Timber Saw, still level 1. He could get another burst. That he still gets closer to some trees, or does he? Not really. He hits level 2, gets the chains out, and this Omni Knight is gonna have to spend time running away.
Big stuff actually. I'll cast 10 more seconds for
oh yeah, he's stuck in home. Boy's just AFK here for a bit. It's like, well, I'm just gonna have to wait it out. Timber send any extra regen? I think the courier just dropped something in for him. He's got the Bassi, the stick. Spot the Omni Knight. Ooh. Gotta be careful with these strength heroes here because they hurt a lot with this Timber Saw around. Spent all of his mana though. He got a bit of freedom.
Yeah, I feel like both sides on the left side of the map, I mean like Radiant and Dar, they're just playing way too over-aggressive for no reason. Like this Omni Alk lane should be straight up farming lane. You don't want to do much in this lane.
Yeah.
Same on Radiant side, they just got a free kill. Now you just wasted a lot of resources on Timber for no reason.
See that the Drow is not exactly celebrating with the early farm. It's 11-7 for the Sand King in this lane. Drow has to be super careful about her positioning. Trying to get the creep aggro, but looking at Sand King and Willow so deep in the lane, every time you try to get creep aggro, could be a moment they just Burrow Strike in, or try to drop the brambles. As they do, they go in the Enchantress here, forcing out the heal and the overprotective Wisps. This Ench will heal back up. Always a bit of a downside trying to focus the Ench in this lane with that particular facet. She's just going to heal to max if you don't go all the way.
Trading again on top.
You hear Ogre dropping, alright. Kikoni doesn't have much to say about this. He also doesn't have the Lotus, which the Omni Knight has picked up. He's got to be careful here. Is Ogre bringing in any extra supplies? No, he doesn't actually have money to buy anything. Maybe he waits for a stack of tangos. There we go. A pretty action-packed start. So what do you think about the mid matchup here with Shock and Raviente? What can you tell me about these players? Are you familiar with them?
No, not at all. But you know, the good side about the matchup on mid is that like it's not like super heavy Burrow oriented matchup, because all of these traits on level 1 can cost a lot. If this is, let's say, Storm versus Queen matchup, and you get 2 kills to Puck, and then you die on Storm. I'm just giving you this example because it's pretty obvious to me. But this matchup, it's more like trade, farm. Should not be. Should be 50-50 a lot of times.
Yeah, it should be a good time here for both. We did discuss the. I think it was the Puck versus the TA, or was it the Void versus the TA that we saw yesterday? A pretty skill-based matchup. I guess then this one, the Invoker is kind of hard to kill. Just has so much HP regen with the Quas points.
Yeah.
And because you get like lifesteal as well with the Elitist. Just you sustain in this lane so well. Pretty hard to deal with. Alright, I think we're making some stacks here. Filmini setting things up for the Sand King. No Radiant side stacks yet. Those are just left as they are. Ench is busy guarding the Timber Saw. They actually swapped the supports. They put the Ogre bottom now.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Why do you think they did that?
Well, I mean, I feel Kikoni is probably the main voice in this team. So, after he lost a lot of HP, I have this feeling that he probably said, guys, you need to help me out here, so do something.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds
That's
likely.
That's what I think is the reason behind, but overall it's
well,
not
they're going to dive the Drow Ranger in the bottom lane. He already loses 500 HP, tries to move around the Bramble Maze and takes the long route away, but Hobbit's going to chase this Drow Ranger, tries to drop the branch, but the Omni Knight doesn't care. He just walks through. Now Kurito with another stun onto the Ogre Magi. Here comes Kikoni. He takes Kurito away. Kikoni on the chase, tries to finish off the Omni Knight with the help of the tower. Maybe gets him. Just needs to land another Timber chain, and there we go. Kikoni cleans up the double. This Timber, well, if he needed help before, he's the one helping out his buddies to clean up some extra money. Just portal straight up top.
That was so close, actually. I don't know if you pay attention. Omni Knight tried to cut the tree that Timber was chaining to.
Yeah.
And he cut it exactly in the moment he chained it.
Yeah, it's a slightly late. Oh, Puck just dies. Okay. That was a bit unexpected, but hey, Puck takes the wrong route away. However, in bottom, a lot of traffic here. We got 6 players. And again, they're going on the Drow Ranger here. They're just clean ISO speed up. This Drow just cannot survive.
That's pretty bad for this row. No TP.
30 seconds, the walk of shame back to the lane.
You know, like, if this is like professional game, that the first thing that I would say right now is that don't think about draw too much. We need to move to aggressive mode, because like if you just keep sending supports to draw lane, it's not going to change much. And then you're gonna wake up after 10 minutes with 6 loaded out.
Yeah, that can easily be an issue. Froxon has, for the time being, been created enough space to just rotate to the jungle now, farm his own stacks. Doesn't really have a lot of stacks to go with. I just want to skim through the jungle quickly. So
Draw is doing something weird though. Yeah, it's I don't know. Maybe they're gonna switch the
another lane swap.
They're gonna put Timber bot,
put Timber bot to fight. They're fighting for the 8-minute rune. See who gets luckier. Puck moving north, Invoker moving south. And it is a shield rune for the Ogre. He's able to take it away, but that tornado just dispels it right away. Oriente in between. They still got the coil on Puck. Shock takes a huge nuke from the Dark Willow. Tries to turn around for a potential kill. The coil is there as well, but the Omni Knight's going to be there for the rescue. Puck jumping on the high ground behind Filmini. Another orb is available. If this one connects, that Willow will die, and Puck does go back into the river. But at the same time, Epicenter, loaded up by Kurito, will take down the Ogre. Filmini and Ramiente will both drop, and Kriskata will drop as well. So it's a double for the Sand King, and takes first place in net worth. Hobbit, all spells on cooldown. This Puck will be allowed to live. Now that's a 2 for 2. 2 supports for the Invoker and the Dark Willow. So I think that's a bit of a win for the Radiant side.
Yeah, but as I said, if this was a Facebook page, I would say Alchemist like that.
Yeah, if they lost more heroes than that and they didn't kill anybody, that would be really bad. So I think you are right. This Alchemist is just having a field trip.
Like in the moment I see these 2 camps being non-stop stacked and farmed by Alch, this is just way too much gold to ignore. And at the same time, we need to. I feel like actually, never mind. I thought they have some stacks on their side.
Yeah, I just went through the jungle a minute ago looking if they have any stacks, and they don't actually. Forced to respond quite a lot here. This Alchemist might be in trouble if they jump because his ulti just ran out, but ISO speed didn't know about it. Also,
I feel like
they're coming to top. They want to kill the Drow. That's a good move from the Ogre, though. He spoils this smoke gank. Drow will try to help out with a bit of damage, but there's nothing she can do.
I feel like the biggest problem that you have now on Radiant is that, alright, like you put Timber bot, he's defending your tower, but Kitodar actually wants to take your tower. Who's gonna take your tower? Like they just want to farm the map on their side.
Yeah, I mean they don't really siege, right? They don't do any building damage without Alchemist.
Yeah. So you're sitting bottom Timber, which is probably the strongest hero on Radiant side, and he's kind of far from any aggression. which is something that I really don't like. I feel like they just need to do the same. Now it's catapult time, you go to gate with Timber, you start pressuring this out, you force everyone on top, and just put aggressive moves in the map.
Yeah. He's actually... Wait. Hobbit? Did he... Okay, he shoveled, but the Timber's instantly pinging the portal. Like someone's there. I'm not sure if you can see it in fog or hear the sound effect, but he got taps on it because the Enchantress is now in between 3 heroes. No chance to survive. Shock in between. Nice 2-man coil, but can they convert? The Alchemist is also here. The Epicenter used. That's 2 kills already, and Puck is also in trouble. Nowhere to go. 3 more kills for the Dire side. Maybe even 4 if they can prevent this Timber from escaping. Nice, the cold snap, just perfectly timed, and there will be no escape for the Timber. Alchemist getting a piece of all those kills. Look at that net worth here for all the cores in that corner. They are getting away.
Yeah. That's gonna be me at 12 radiance probably.
Yeah, that is huge. That is huge. That doesn't give a very confident feel for ISHO speed on this Drow. 2,000 gold behind the Alch now. Trying to TP bottom, trying to rotate here. The Alchemist does drop low. 4 seconds for the ulti. Nice global. Sorry, Guardian Angel. Thrown onto the Alch. Keep him alive a bit longer. Timber doesn't catch him with the Chakram either, but does get the follow-up there with the Timber Chain. Blows up the Alch. So important kill here for Kikoni. Now they focus the Omni Knight, who has no defensive abilities remaining. Everything is on cooldown. An attempt with a Terrorize, but I think they pretty much know Hobbit is done for. Trying to burst the Willow as well, but not going to be enough damage.
Big kills for Radiant side. Oh, they're smoking straight to mid.
I like the tempo. Do they have Dust? They have 1 sentry on Edge. But I think Raviente has already seen them coming in. So there will be that. There will be no kill on the Invoker right away. Though, the longer this takes, the Dire side could just group up. As they are, they're talking about fighting this one. Willow goes in first. Gets all the info they need. The Timber saw silenced up. The fresh Orchid use. Kikoni is gone. And that Tornado will catch the Ogre as well. He will secure another kill. Kurito with a stun. And Alk shows up as well to clean house. He has that Radiance now. Shock gonna run away.
Problems.
He's got not much he can do here. And you look at the Sanking as well. Bloodstone is ready, pretty much. Just 30 more gold.
Yeah. Ark is farming this ancient. It's fine. Actually, he's connecting to me.
That was a brilliant first usage of the Orchid on the Invoker. Kikoni wanted to play aggressive. He jumps in with Chain, then he's silenced. He's like, guys, I don't have a way out. Puck gets caught by the first stun. Terrorize Root out as well. Can they kill Shock? You think it's a bit too far away, though. So that Orchid is not going to be enough. The healing from the Enchantress will help out the Puck. Now Kurito slowed up a bit. Filmini, nice Burrow Strike from Kurito, and just walks into this one. They'll get 2. Hobbit might drop to Kikoni. ISHO speed, getting to deal some damage as well. Filmini going to be walking in between. Another Bramble catches the Enchantress, charges in with the Bedlam. And now Timbersaw dropping as well. More and more kills for the Dire side. Kurito with another stun available. They're going to get the Enchantress as well. Might die to the tower and the Drow dealing damage, but I think that also means the Drow's going to be gone. So that's pretty much a team wipe at this point if Drow falls as well. Stunned into the maze, and there we go. Yeah, they're all dead.
Yeah. It's pretty hard for the...
That's Shadow Realm and the Bedlam. Okay, the Orb actually takes him down. Orchid out onto the Puck, though. Hobbit is here. Fortunate for them, a nice little stun there from the Ogre Magi keeps them zoned out. So Omni Knight has to run away. Kikoni's already back in action. I think they stayed or overstayed their welcome a bit because Invoker's TP is also cancelled. And 4 versus 1. Triple for Shock. I think that was a bit unnecessary from the Dire side to stick around for that long. So that's something going the way of the Radiant, but they did get team wiped a moment ago.
Big kills for Puck.
Apologies for the cough. Forgot to mute. But yeah, still a 7k lead, and looking at the graphs as well, it hasn't really changed the story too much.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
BKB queued up for the Alk. Drow still working on that Manta style. You're gonna need to bring in the damage item of this Drow very soon.
Has fallen.
I know Twitch chat's already, you know, picking on me for for pronunciation of these players. So I know it's like Kriskata instead of Kriskata.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's pretty hard.
I'm getting there. I'm learning. I'm slowly learning.
Yeah.
Believe in me, chat. Shock spotted under the ward. This buff's just gonna go down. They don't really have a saving ability. One issue with this support duo is if somebody gets caught by the Orchid, there's no saving. And Puck is also like, well, I'm so close to Blink, but I wish I had a Yules. Never want to build a... well, I never happily want to build a Yules on this Puck, but this is a game where you need it, because your supports can't help you. Does feel like a bit of an outdraft in a way.
Dire's
Yeah.
tower.
It's so easy to play the Dire lineup.
It is pretty easy to play their lineup, but at the same time I feel they also got outplayed in the...
Oh yeah. Outplay is also another way to put it. There's the Yules is now lined up on the Puck after the Blink and the Parasma. Looks like he's still gonna prioritize his damage items first. You do need a damage source. Is it enough with this Timber Saw? Pipe is gonna be ready. That's gonna help out at least. He has the money for the Ring of Tarask.
Scanning.
Smoking up towards mid, right in front of the T2 tower. Shock's gonna have to reveal himself, but it could just be the same thing as before, that they just silence the Puck from the stun. Sand King lands first. If Invoker is around, he is.
I just don't know where is Radiant damage now in the upcoming fight. They have Bloodstone, Omni
Oh no, well if the Drow dies first, they definitely don't have damage. He wanted to go for the Watcher, but instead he finds I Show Speed. And yeah, now you definitely don't have damage.
You have done a great service.
Kind of a bit rough here. Shock. He's got an Invis Alchemist burning him up. Just gets insta-stunned, but that was a bit too early. Invo, Willow were not nearby. Even though they just dropped the Epicenter on top of the Enchantress. Take down Kriskata. And now it just, you know, just hunt the kill after kill. Alchemist gets his items, and soon you can start pushing. Very simple game idea here for Dire.
And again, the thing is that they will have like very fast high ground push with Alacrity and
Radiant's middle tower
Giga
is
buffed
under
out.
attack.
Coney. Oh, look, just pretty easy setup here. Fear and stun on two. Coney and the Ogre gone. Only gonna get poked by Kriskata. And I Show Speed gonna get stunned as well, so they got the Drow too. And now it just feels like, well, I don't think there's any fuel in the tank left in this draft, to be honest. Shock, he's gonna try his best. He snipes Filmini, but as soon as he comes out of the orb, he's gonna get insta-stunned, insta-silenced. And there goes your Puck. So another team wipe. Very simple and straightforward. Smooth sailing for Dire.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But you can see the way that they play as well, that they have definitely they've got some chemistry with these players.
Yeah. I mean,
They connect
as
very
I
fast.
said, they're probably play. Yeah, they play from.
Radiant's middle tower is under
I don't know if this specific roster is playing from long ago, but they do know each other at least.
Yeah.
has fallen.
Certainly clicking together with their inner chemistry. Yeah, 15,000 gold already here, 20 minutes in. Win probabilities given a generous 90 to 10.
I hope this Hulk switched to some other item. I don't think he really needs Sword Shoot Like some AC, for example, is pretty good already.
Yeah.
You can literally end the game with AC. It's good into draw.
Yeah, I think you could, but is there anybody else who really hits buildings except him? I don't know, maybe the minus armor on buildings does help, but Bloodthorn is also the highest attack speed item in the game after Moonshard.
Yeah, I just feel like you have this Evoker already having Orchid. And he's going to potentially upgrade it to... I'm not sure, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're right. But what, like, you think he needs to upgrade the Orchid now?
I guess they're... I guess I'm more looking at the stats instead of the active. In that sense.
In my opinion, like, they really don't need to catch anyone anymore, and the Orchid is a little bit irrelevant.
Yeah.
And they just can go high ground and finish this game.
Yeah, I agree. But you know, I guess they're at the point where if they keep playing like this, nothing will really change the story here. Kikoni. He's got Filmony right next to him here, and here comes the Omni, here comes the Sand King with the Epicenter, just needs to get a bit closer to this Timber Saw. Half of that Epi duration is a bit missed, but no worry at all with the Bedlam activated for Filmony. And Ogre's gonna be going down as well, another double here, and Froxoni actually finds Shock. So, okay, with the Invoker, that was probably just an Orchid kill. Yep. Smooth sailing. All right, thank you, chat, for we wouldn't mess around with your pronunciation if we didn't like you. All right, thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, the Bulgarian crowd has been nice, at least in the first few days.
Flaming you.
I wonder, I mean, I think I'm pretty easy to flame. But thankfully, I'm somewhat good with humor.
Because we hear you well, but he's like 75%.
Yeah, I did some volume adjustments earlier, so we're good on that end. All right, that's another tier 2. Getting closer to the high ground now. Is there anything the Radiant side can still make happen? Because, you know, ISO Speed doesn't have the damage items.
Oh, I don't want to sound hopeless. There is for sure.
Okay, they missed the Terrorize, so Puck actually gets to live a bit longer. He blinks away. Ogre gonna get stunned in the back. If they overextend, maybe that's an option. Ogre gone for 30 seconds, though. Tornado, beautiful tornado from Radiant. It catches 3. Kikoni gonna hold the front, has the puck. There's a beautiful Epi Burrow Strike combo. I think that's the one that breaks the camel's back in the end, because Kikoni has to run away, but there's nowhere to run. 4 heroes down through the backdoor protection. GG well played is called, and that is game 1 in the bag for Casually Masculine.
GG. I thought the game is gonna be a little bit closer, but maybe I was wrong. Just like looks like a big, you know, like MMR gap.
Yeah, outdraft and out executed in this game 1. Surely, we did start with a 8 kill first fight.
Yeah.
So that was like, okay, we're in for a bloodbath game, but ended up being more of a bloodbath for one team, the other not that much. Kikoni, he tried his best. He did pick up a lot of kills. Same thing for Shock, but there's only so much these 2 heroes can do when Alchemist is free farming, and they're also losing heroes in every single trade. So I guess that execution side has its limits.
Yep.
Well, if you don't have anything to add on that, we're going to take a tiny break. We'll be back for game number 2 in roughly, I mean, guess a bit under 10 minutes. I think we have a 5 to 10 minute break in between. So we'll be back for game number 2.
Come and set me free. Come and set me free. and set me free, 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 free. Come and set me free. Give me all I need. I took a couple L's this week. It's been hard to get out of bed. She never looked that way at me. I swear she's fucking with my head. I took a couple L's this week. It's been hard to get out of bed. She never looked that way at me. I swear she's fucking with my head. Take me far away from pain. Take me far away, far from yesterday. This ain't a love story, it's a funeral. Darling, damn, you look beautiful. You're killing my heart, it's the usual. Killing my heart, it's the usual. All you do is waste my time. Done being a victim of your phony love. All you do is waste my time. All your hypocrisy is killing me. All you do is waste my time. Done being a victim of your phony love. I'm not looking for a love story anymore. 'Cause when me Romeo and Juliet were chemical. This ain't a love story, it's a funeral. Darling, damn, you look beautiful. This ain't a love story, it's a funeral. You're killing my heart, it's the usual. There's no signs of stopping now. She stares at me from the ground, like it lives with him, just trying to tear me down. In this evil game, she's proud, living in my head rent free, knowing that she's killing me, she's killing me. All you do is waste my time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All you do is waste my time. Yeah. All you do is waste my time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not looking for a love story anymore. 'Cause when me Romeo and Juliet were chemical. This ain't a love story, it's a funeral. Darling, damn, you look beautiful. This ain't a love story, it's a funeral. You're killing my heart, it's the usual.
It's such a pain to close my eyes. I'm falling in this deep immerse. Would you ever show me
за трета поредна година с нарастващ награден фонд и въпреки водещите. Онлайн от 10 октомври и с мащабен гранд финал в зала 3 на Национален дворец на културата на 16 ноември в рамките на фестивален ден, в който ще видите шоу-мачове, концерт на The Science, финали и тематичен базар за феновете на аниме, косплей и гейминг. Среща с партньорите на проекта и още много изненади. Dota Masters Bulgaria. Трето издание.
Пак ли Dota Masters? И къде ще е там, нали?
All right, ladies and gents, welcome back to the Dota Masters Bulgaria. Day number 3, our best of 3 of the day, heading over to game number 2 between Casually Masculine in the lead versus Mrusni Paris-Chistirucha. And they are going to have to come up with something different. Game 1 definitely was a rough one for them. Outdrafted, outplayed, you know, the brutal savage wrecked, whatever you want to put into that one, because that was definitely a rough, rocky ride. So, Samanan, they decide to change heroes a bit here. We got the Omni Knight to start and an Doom Answer already into the second phase of picks as well. How do you think the Dire side should maybe approach their draft this time around? At least now they have a save.
I feel like the first thing we can mention is that Radiant sees Doom like a straight counter to Omni, obviously. Which is something that I like and I agree. And something that we also mentioned in the previous game, like we can see that Radiant are actually opening with cores, not with supports, which is again a big difference between these both teams.
Mm-hmm.
And what was your question about the Omni?
Well, mainly, like, what are they going to do different here, drafting-wise, maybe, compared to the last game? Because Omni Knight, yeah, he acts as a save. Doom is a counter to it, sure. But they had the Ogre and the Enchantress, which I think is a bit of a weird support duo, because Ench is good, and I think with the right support pair, it can be a very efficient one. But with Ogre and the Enchantress, I don't think that they are strong enough early enough to try to actually help out, like compared to Willow, who is just excellent in every stage of the game.
Yeah, I hope that this time they're going to just put better heroes on their lanes, like better combo heroes, let's say. They need to look for some good Omni partner already, like some range hero probably, and just make some strong lanes and try to go through from that.
Yep. A hero that has been falling off from the top meta, but could be useful here. Maybe the Lina could be an option. Lina's always been pretty good versus Luna. You're going for the Rubik instead for now, so both supports revealed again, just like last game. Some pretty good spells to steal if the Rubik is on point. And yeah, he's helpful. He's good trading in a 1v1. Great at securing range creeps in the lane. So even if your farming partner is not able to get them, the Rubik can secure them with Fate Bolt. Only 20 seconds on the clock, though. Any ideas?
Team pick.
I need my buddy.
All right. Okay. Well, that's it. They again, I don't like this. This, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. Like the combo already between these three heroes. Like you have Kunkka, so with Kunkka you're looking for some, you know, damage kind of a support heroes that can kill people in your X mark. And maybe Rubik is like a damage hero, but not straightforward. Like Dark Willow or some other straight up damage hero.
Yeah, Mirana, SD,
Yeah.
those are the ones you usually see with Kunkka. I think
Yeah.
Mirana would have been great.
Yeah. On the other side, it's pretty solid draft already. I don't
10
know what is
seconds
this
remaining.
TB might be post 5 with Luna.
Yeah, you could do that.
5 seconds remaining.
I think they could also afford to put the Doom as a support, because all they really need is his ulti to counter the Omni Knight. But we'll see what they decide to do. Also, a very farming Doom doesn't see a big threat on the field at the moment. Should have a good lane, but we'll see what the matchup against him is going to be. We had the Ursa was banned last game. What was it? Was it the Troll? I don't think it was the Troll. It was something else, but...
In the last game?
In the last game, yeah. It was Ursa and something. There was the Monkey King ban, at least.
Oh yeah, it was Monkey and Ursha for sure. And it was range heroes mainly after.
We'll see what Casually Masculine wants to bring up here. I think Mrozny Party, they could come up with a strong 18th hero that could potentially still put this draft in their side. Like, this is screaming Medusa. If they put this Kunkka mid, Medusa would be great, but let's see if they want to do that.
It does look like a Medusa a lot.
Dazzle? Dazzle core?
Radiant team ban.
That probably doesn't mid, right? And Kunkka Rubik lane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kunkka Rubik. Omni +1, Dazzle mid. Yeah, I can get
Why do
behind
you
that.
need Dazzle? Isn't this like, I don't know, Doom should counter this straight up. Like you're picking into
10 seconds
Doom.
remaining.
It does counter one hero, yeah, and I
5
think Dazzle's a pretty good
remaining.
Doom target. You are right about that. Maybe that allows the Kunkka to play a bit more freely, but he's off lane, so...
even if you don't Doom the Dazzle hero, like he's not healing, Omni is not healing. So what? Like you just have one grave and armor.
Though, if you put the Dazzle as a
Radiant
support
team
and play Rubik mid.
All right. Oh. We can go in many directions. Maybe this is Omni mid.
Yeah, we can cook with the draft.
Yeah. Well, I don't like it.
10
But
seconds
we will see.
remaining.
Yeah, we'll see what they decide to
Yeah,
do.
they really need this
Dire team ban.
1v5 hero like Duza. It feels like. Oh, actually, Duza is off.
Dire team pick.
Yeah, the Dusa was actually banned in the second phase, so...
So they need. Okay. Another heal.
I don't see the synergy in this draft.
Yes.
It's like we're picking heroes we're good at, but are they good together? Not really. It's a very weird draft.
10 seconds.
Necrophos is usually picked when you see like a DK or a Timbersaw. Something that has a high HP early on that disappears from the fight. That can't necessarily kill the Necrophos right away. Well, Timbersaw is probably not the best idea, but the DK is definitely one. I don't know. I don't think I like this draft on the Dire side. I'm really excited when I see a mid Dazzle, but that's all I'm getting here.
Yeah, you don't need to hide it. I feel like that draft is super bad.
Yeah, I'm trying to be as honest as I can.
Yeah, as polite as you can.
Yeah, polite and honest.
Yes, I think it's super bad. Like you have 3 healers into Doom. I feel like if I was on Radiant side and I didn't pick Doom yet, I would straight up pick Doom on last pick. That's how good I feel Doom is into this hero.
Yeah, they were willingly picking these heroes into the Doom, so yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
that's first pick Doom.
and it's a carry Dazzle actually, so this is all the way back to when I played in pubs. A build called the Dazzleator, which was Dazzle Desolator, basically. But now, of course, you build Ags first. And you're going up against Arc Warden, so your late game is kind of secured with this heavily late game scaling lineup. Arc, Luna, Doom. But you don't even need to go into late game by the looks of how we saw that previous game go. So Mrozny Party are going to have to play active, use that Twin Gate, try to gank the side lanes. Arc Warden is so easy to kill. Not gonna lie, he's such an easy hero to kill in the lane. You have to punish this Arc Warden in the laning stage.
Yeah, I agree. But again, I feel like you have many issues. You punish this Arc, but then what? You have Luna. And how can you even finish the game on Dark side? Like, who's going to finish this game?
Yeah, you are right. Again, maybe a bit of an outdraft by their opponents who are leading this series at the moment. So we'll just have to see how this game flies out. Maybe what we're, excited for is the first blood fight. It was 8 kills last time around. Will we get 9?
I mean, yes, for sure. Like, I feel that dropped on 5v5 men fight in the river right now.
Also, pretty spicy game for this Mirana. Like, this is why I wanted this hero by either team, because there's a lot of right clickers. Dawn, Mirana herself, the Luna, the Arc Warden, even the Doom. When you hit level 6 on this Radiant lineup, I don't think you're going to win a 5v5 or even a 3v3 because they just get so much out of the Solar Flare. It's a huge damage boost and attack speed bonus. It's a perfect Mirana game.
They're all chatting. What is this? Ashito.
Orange, Ronaldo or Messi?
30 seconds to battle.
Pavel Nedved. Oh, that's like a Czech football player, if I remember correct. Illuminati coming around. He's gonna get an angle for a good arrow because they're just gonna go straight in. 3-man Torrent. Arrow connects onto the Omni Knight. Hobbit gonna drop first to Kikoni. Gray's got that gonna drop as well. Raviente will pick that one up. Curito, he died in the last fight. He will die in this one as well, but it's a double for the Arc Warden. He's gonna drop though. Shock and Eye show speed. Oh, it got denied! Filmini denies him away from them. And Froxoni fighting with Kikoni in the river. They will take down the Mirana. Kikoni should drop here. One more. Okay, another right click on the Lucent Beam. There's Shock coming in, but is it enough though? Oh, the Luna might now die because of that, so the Necrophos recognizes the situation. Shock gets a double for his mid lane. So both mid laners get 2. We got 7 kills. We didn't get to 9, but we got close. But yeah, everything starts off with a 3-man Torrent.
If you have to point something in which their team are better than Radiant, it's probably level 1 fight rate. They got ahead again from the fight. So.
You have my thanks.
Well, we'll see if these early kills lead us to anything, because both mids get 2. The ones that ended up without a kill were the Rubik, the Mirana, the Doom, the Dawn, and the Omni Knight. I guess the majority of the supports don't get any, so these are pretty much just cores who got kills. Into the right address. Early poke here by Hobbit on Kikoni's Kunkka. Proxoni only gets his first last hit now.
Proxoni versus Kikoni, actually, we didn't say that. You said it, but it just sounds very funny.
Proxoni Kikoni?
Yes.
Do their names mean anything?
No. I mean, I don't know about Proxoni.
I don't know if he's going by another name. Oh, he walks into the torrents as well, so Rubik's gonna help him out, but Kikoni might be the one to drop first. Yes, it is, and Luna drops to the last right click from the Rubik, trying to finish off Hobbit. Hobbit does have another hammer to throw in, and should be able to just right click away and get this Rubik. The creeps are hitting the Dawnbreaker as well. Starbreaker is available right now, but not needed. Just right clicks the Rubik out. Hobbit getting all the solo XP. Now in the top lane. Nice slows there with the Dazzle and the Omni Knight's Blood Grenade thrown in there. This Doom's gonna go down and another deny. Filmini, come on. That's just not fair. That's 2 denies already. What a player. All that effort, all those Blood Grenades, all that mana spent, and you get nothing. Doesn't feel very fair.
Oh, it's gonna be a Lotus fight.
Yeah, this bottom lane seems like it's going to be a constant battle. The Lucent Beam, Lotus is taken. Torrent was a bit early landed there by Kikoni. I don't want to challenge that far in. Nice good amount of poke though. You have the Tidebringer and the Fate Bolt. That's a nice amount of burst. There goes the Rubik as well. Nice little catch. Also, just a quick reminder for the chat as well. !Discord, and also if you do want to join in T-Panda's Discord, it's not super active, but I try to activate it from time to time. I noticed that there was a nice Legolas picture there on general banter. I heard there was some discussion about Halloween costumes. Stomanen, what's the last time, or what was the last costume you had for Halloween? Did you ever have one?
Not really. My last costume for Halloween was probably me being a professional Dota player.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, chat was referring to me as well, like you're a Dota caster for Halloween, then sure. But my favorite Halloween costume was a banana.
Oh. You're a simple guy.
I was a banana in my previous one, and I think I actually used it for a couple Halloweens because I was always late. I was like, all right, I don't have a costume. I'm just going to wear the banana costume, and I'm going to be a banana for Halloween. But in 2014, 2015, I think when I was studying game designing, I only started playing Dota that year. I dressed up as a Chernobyl banana. So I had a gas mask and the banana suit. Yeah. I had some
year by year.
I had some pretty wild ideas back then.
I mean, I hope you switch to another fruit, to be honest. I don't like bananas too much. Maybe you become an apple in the next Halloween.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to upgrade to something.
We are not really, like, you know, celebrating much. At least, I mean, maybe in the last couple of years it's become more modern here, but...
Yeah, it's a very Western party, but...
Omni is dead.
Oh, Omni's dead. Okay, they was fighting in bottom at the same time. There's so much fighting going on. It's like non-stop battle. 14 kills in 5 minutes already. We're getting to the point where I talk about pro Dota. If you get to 2 kills per minute, that is a bloodbath. We are closing up at 3 kills per minute with all of these deaths happening around the map.
That's pro Dota.
This is just insane. So many kills. So many kills.
It's more interesting. Like, you should switch from casting pro Dota. These tournaments are more hype.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm loving this. Especially when there's a lot of action going on the whole time. That is like the best type of Dota, right? Who wants to see a 15-minute farm fest?
Yes. Imagine being a caster 10 years ago when the Chinese teams were farming for 1 hour and a half.
Yeah. I remember when I was casting every Stomanen game, nothing happened. Like, those were the most boring games ever.
Yeah, no way. I was always the clutch player.
Yeah.
That is going to play Enigma by Blink BKB and go Black Hole B2.
Yeah, those were the days you could still use Black Hole reliably, right?
Yeah.
Wisdom Rune battle here with the Dawnbreaker on the Rubik. Who do you think gets this one? Hammer into the swing. No, he doesn't. No. Alright, he's suspecting the Rubik for that, but he might get a kill for it. So all that experience Rubik got, Dawnbreaker might get closer to hitting level 6. Nice little branch placement there. Another hammer ready, though. Okay, he's got it. Oh, he actually went in! Dude, that's a T3 tower. You gotta respect that tower, Hobbit. That hurts a lot. Oh, Froxoni spotted as well. I show speed, rotates, but he cannot see her. And that Poison Touch cast is cancelled because of the Fog of War. That would have been a big kill if they could have gotten the Luna. She was really low. Something they weren't able to do last game. They killed the Alchemist twice in lane, and then he just free farmed for 15 minutes. Looking at net worth as well, this Luna has had an abysmal time in the lane. 22 to the 39 on the Kunkka. And 500 gold behind as well. Necrophos at least is the one having the best game so far. Shock with those 3 kills. You think we're gonna see... Okay, Filmini takes down a kill. Gets the Rubik. Can they kill the Dawnbreaker?
No, they're missing the
they miss everything. I think that's worthy of a tip. But there's the Necro ulti. Raindrops burnt out, so I'll get the full damage in. Shock gets more money. So... I was about to mention, is this a game for Radiant's Necrophos? But Radiant's Necrophos' weakness is you build the Radiance and you only have 1000 HP.
I mean, I really don't know what is the item build now on Necro. It is probably Radiance because you just keep scaling with that.
If you get a good timing, yeah, you can do it. But you have 1000 HP, so if you don't farm with the Radiance and you go fighting, you will just die, and then you're like, well, I wasted 4000 gold.
I mean, honestly, it just feels pretty awkward. Like, I'm just trying to put myself into Necro shoes, and I see Doom on Radiant, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how can I scale? Like, what should I build?
Yeah, those shoes don't seem to fit. Dawnbreaker ulti to keep Roxoni alive as I show speed, was putting some pressure. And there's the Necrophos. Going for the chase on the Luna. Needs a right click when that Death Pulse connects. Or 2 maybe even. Luna gets caught by the Torrent. That's a good catch. And they got the kill. Also Doom seems to be used on Kikoni. Doom walks, the Kunkka walks away. Solar Flare is up. That's a high amount of damage. This is the level 1, the level 6 I talked about. Shock's gonna drop pretty rapidly as well. They will lose Hobbit for it. Filmini, the buff has run out now. She's just gonna stand still on the spot. And Radiant is not interested in denying his buddy, but they did deny the Doom. So that's 3 denies already this game from the same team.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Well, that are winning, which is a nice thing to see. It's not going to be a stomp game probably.
I think I should post the Chernobyl banana suit in Discord.
You should, yes.
I'm gonna try and look it up. I think I still have it somewhere. Somewhere stored safe. It's gonna have to wait for a moment as I still have to observe and produce a game. Roxoni spotted here. Kikoni just walked right through him. And he's got level 1 X mark, so now he's too far away to catch the Luna. That's a bit awkward. Kriskata coming here as well. The big circle drawn out by Filmini. They are moving in this area. He's absolutely right. There's 3 heroes here. Armlet Midas Kunkka. Holy shit, what is this build? This is like 2015 Kunkka what I'm looking at.
Yeah, he has it on his name. Kikoni 2015.
Yeah, I mean, searching the old Dota Chronicles for builds, I guess you can make it work. You know, Armlet Kunkka used to be a thing back in the day. Could be pretty spicy if that build ever resurges in Dota.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Closing up on the Maelstrom here for the Arc Warden. Could take a quick look at itemization. We have 1 Midas, 2 Midas, Kunkka building the 3rd Midas. Do we have any more Midases on the board here? Anybody else queuing up one? No. So we're going to have 3 Midases this game.
I think that's the plan. Like, you get heroes that are giga scaling with Midases.
Yeah. Hey, if you get the freedom to farm, then sure. By the looks of it,
I still don't know how you end this game, to be honest. I really don't see it. It's super hard to end it.
Yeah, it's not easy for Dire at least. Them hitting buildings will take forever. We almost got the Ags up on ISO speed. That will be a pretty powerful power spike here for this Dazzle. And he's also close to his level 2 ult. And he has the level 10 talent. So once Dazzle has that Ags up, that's going to be a lot that this Dazzle can do. They can just protect them because there's still the Doom. It's just one simple spell that just counters all of those item timings. Nothing you can do to keep him alive.
I mean, if you get to the point that Doom has refresher again in late game, it's just going to be really hard for that.
Arc Illusion causing a bit of a headache there, pushing down that mid lane. Chat was talking, remember Avalus versus Nouns game 1 in Wallachia? If we're talking about boring farm fests, I think that one deserves a mention. Yes, you are absolutely right.
Who was casting this game?
Not me.
Yes.
If it was anywhere close to Grand Finals, I'm pretty sure it was Trent and Lyrical, but they usually make boring games or slow games very, very entertaining, so yeah, you gotta give it to the casters. You'll see, they got the Dawn ulti to save the Arc Warden, maybe. They've already taken down the Rubik, diving under the tower. The Doom connects onto this Dazzle. And this is just what I was talking about. He's got Ags, he wants to play aggressive, he gets doomed, and he's got nothing to show for. The Kunkka's DP cancelled as well. And it's just like the last game. You don't lose 1, you don't lose 2, you're going to lose 4 heroes in one go. That is really rough for the team that's probably on the clock to try to end the game as soon as possible. You have been questioning that since the draft. How do they do it? How do they ever end this game as the Dire team?
Maybe they don't need to rush anymore. They just go in ultra late game minute. I mean, 2 hours of casting at least.
Yeah, maybe something like that. DDoS their opponents, the classic. We had one player, I think in the yesterday's series, Dawnbreaker was on his team, but at 30 minutes, his PC crashed because of the Dawnbreaker in it. So that's when I had my moment to type wooden PC in alt chat. Throwing in some old Dota dance. So now we have Silverblade, Shadowblade coming up for the Kunkka as well. They smoke up aggressively, but I think they might have seen this one. Yep, the Watcher. They smoked here. The Watcher is here. I don't think that's a very good spot to smoke. So they know about this. Luna's coming back to safety. Mirana playing aggressively, hoping for heroes to show up there. Maybe they can get a T1 tower, but the last time they tried to fight here, things didn't end up that well. Dazzle sees a spicy stack. There is Froxoni right nearby, though. You do have the Poison Bloom, so he's able to clean up that stack pretty quickly. And Philomini goes super aggressive, but they just blow up the Omni Knight. Griskata's gone, and a nice 3-man torrent, but is it enough? Froxoni finally down 2, already traded on both sides. Shock's gonna drop as well. Hobbit's dropping low. They will get another trade, and here comes Kurito. He's gonna chase ISO speed away from here. He doesn't have mana to cast the Doom, and they're trying to kill off this Kunkka, trying to armlet toggle his way out. Looks like he will survive. And ISO speed, he's just gonna get that much lucky that Kurito's actually gonna catch up to him. Kikoni's got no TP for 14 seconds, and Arc is like, where is he? Where is he? He's gotta be somewhere around here. They're right next to each other's. Oh, Kikoni's gonna get lucky with this one. And he doesn't even know. There we go. TP's off cooldown, back home. Reminded me of the Dota short movie from last TI, or from this year's TI, where there was the Crystal Maiden hiding in the trees from the enemy Tinker. Just trying.
Which movie?
The Tinker that kills everybody except for the Crystal Maiden, and CM is hiding in the trees, trying to stay hidden from the Tinker. And the moment the CM is finally found, his team has already respawned. They killed the Tinker and they end the game.
That was on this TI or on the
this year's TI, yeah. It was a really well-made one. I think I like that one the most. Arc Warden spotted. This is a good kill here if they can get him. Has Gleipnir. But that's going to help too much here. The burst, the ulti from Necro 5 seconds away. It looks like they're just going to clean him up before Shock is even needed to throw the Reaper Scythe. Spots Filmini cutting the bottom wave and instantly TP's there. So good kill there. Bit of punishment delivered. Arc Illusion still around in mid. It's gonna have to do a bit of battle with him, but this illusion starts to deal a dozen of damage. Doom comes in as well. Drops his ulti on the Kunkka. And they will finish Kikoni off.
Nice. He has a ripple.
Yeah, this illusion is still at work. Does get hexed up by Aisho Speed. So he won't lose his life at least. Yep, the late game draft is 5,000 gold ahead. Still Arc Warden topping the board. Do you have any big items coming up on the Dire side? Anything that could maybe change the game?
Maybe some Kunkka items that give some damage.
Necro Shard is okay, but it's not amazing. You can't use it in Gleipnir, right? Like when you're rooted?
Necro Shard?
Yeah, the Death
I don't
Seeker.
think you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't know, but you should.
But you can dodge it at least.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, like, I don't... This Rubik is kinda useless. Omni is not going to become better than he is right now.
Yeah.
I guess some Necro items maybe. And Kunkka, but...
Yeah. I mean, you're right. This Rubik has been a bit of a hidden hero. All the Dawnbreaker in it shows everybody right now. They know exactly where they are. I show speed. You can hide in the trees as much as you want, but they see where you are. Kriskata is going to get jumped on by Hobbit, and they will focus the Omni Knights as the Rubik will drop to the boat. Oh, the boat didn't really keep him alive here, and now they finish off the Dazzle. So another 3 heroes dead. What a timing. You're pushing at just before 20 minutes. Your whole team is there, and then Dawnbreaker has this Break of Dawn. I don't want to, you know, ping it into chat accidentally. That was literally the moment where it's like, let's just see where they are. Oh, they're all here. Let's just TP in and fight. Dire scanned. I think they're expecting a Roshan. Kikoni and Shock. You see the Doom walking in, and Necrophos is gonna get surprised, gonna get doomed. Filmini misses. What? He 100% missed that arrow, and somehow Rubik manages to catch that one. He just walked into an arrow that was a clear miss. So now he's also dead. Well, that's gotta sting.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
All right, now it's Roche time. You don't even need the solar flare for this one. You have enough damage. This Roche, just look at this damage. Really fast Roshan. Alright. So Roxoni picks up the Aegis. Now, I think we're starting to look at the Radiant side. Considering a push here, Kikoni is quite deep in front. He's got info on Hobbit and Froxoni. Not sure if they see the Mirana. Kikoni just cleans the wave out. Hobbit's like, wait a minute. What's up here? What are you doing, Kunkka? Stole the Celestial Hammer. It's a good ability to have. Dawnbreaker does turn around. Omni Knight just disappears. Kriskata is gone. Arrow connects on the Kunkka. Filmini has been excellent on this Mirana. Grandmaster, level 30 Mirana. Every arrow seems to connect. But hey, remember, it wasn't luck, but skill.
You have
I mean, from the other side, okay, they're going on mid. He has big widow.
I can kill him. That's a Reaper side stack.
Yeah, from the other side, the Gradient Draft should finish the game very, very fast with this double core.
Yeah, they're kind of like at the point where if they kill someone, that should always be a tower for Radiant.
Also on Dark side, it's hard to find the item timing, but this nullifier on Arc is just so crucial into Techro, into Omni. It's just super big item.
Yeah, it sure is. It makes the Doom's game easier as well. It's like we don't need your ulti anymore to kill someone.
Yeah.
Luna finished the BKB. It's on the courier now. You talked about Doom Refresher, which is excellent this game. That's also going to come up. Someone is asking in chat, what's the MMR of teams? I think we're looking at the... Let me just double check so I don't get this one wrong. So we have a 10k MMR average team and a 6.8k average team. But they beat a 9k average team in the qualifier, which allowed them to get in here. And, well, if you're just looking at MMR, you might be saying like, oh, right, so the lower MMR team is losing. But unfortunately, that is the case. It's not really looking good for them in game number 2 either. Looks like it's going to have to be the upper bracket is where bitches run, so go all the way to the lower bracket towards the grand finals. They got the spotted. They spot the Rubik as well, and yeah, he continues to be a victim. This arrow does not connect, though. That's the first miss for Filmini, at least in a while. But it zones him out, so still with that Aegis. They force the glyph, and that's actually their high ground glyph, so with the bottom tier 2 tower already gone, they get this objective. They can just push high ground after they get all these kills. That's a lot of healing on the Omni Knight, but it's not going to be enough. The Doom is also there onto the Necrophos, and they're just holding them in the spot. Griskata's gone. Kikoni gets Grave for now, but I show speed. How much can he still do? He's running out of mana. His buddy, the Kunkka, survives with 8 HP and actually dies to the Flux out of all things. So Raviente picks him up. There goes the Aegis, but they lost 3 for this. They have lift on Rubik, which he didn't actually get off on time.
How much heal was that? Like this Dawnbreaker. Like this Mirana was just standing there and getting hit by 5 people on time.
Yeah. Dawn ulti, Guardian Greaves, probably a big magic wand. Definitely a lot of healing. But it is.
Alright, no Aegis.
Yeah, but does it really help them? I guess you smoke and go and hope for the best.
It helps from the side that it's unlikely that Radiant are going to finish the game in next 10 minutes.
Yeah. There's no Doom, there's no Eclipse. Now they're just gonna have to find someone on the map. They get info about the Tormentor. That could be usually a team signaling we should go triangle and find someone. If they did, they would run into the Luna. But they're heading bottom. Hobbit spotted out. Radiant scan doesn't connect yet, but it might in a moment. They're actually moving around that circle very nicely, so nobody revealed, and now Hobbit is spotted. Tries to ult away. Instant text there from the Dazzle Poison Touch. So nowhere to go for this Dawnbreaker. Stuff in the air, doesn't really matter. Hobbit will go down. A kill for the Dazzle. They're all here. But I don't think it's a good enough kill necessarily to get to that tower, because Doom is back up, Eclipse is back up, Solar Flare is also available. It's just gonna have to suffice with a support kill, that's all.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Just looking at the net worth difference is really just the supports. Dawnbreaker's at 11,000 compared to the Rubik's 5.5. That's 6,000 more gold on your other support. Hence why you have the Power Treads, the Aghanim's, the Shard on the Dawn. Also Filmini. He's got the pipe on Mirana, so they're going to be even tankier than they were before. Very nice item to have.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And they're both going for Octarine. Both Mirana and the Doom. What do you think about that? I think this is more like, let's have some fun with our builds. Like, these are very luxury items.
I mean, Mirana, Doom is not going for X. He's going for Octarine.
That's what I just said.
Oh, I heard that for some reason.
No worries. Yeah, I said they're both going Octarine, so I was like, well, how do you think about that?
Well, I don't know about Mirana, but Doom is fine.
Tower is under attack.
I just don't. Why? What is this? I mean, I guess it's not bad when you have the resources to do it, but
Yeah.
I feel at least for Mirana, way better items than this.
Yeah. I think so too. I think they're just having fun with their builds.
Radiant's
Yeah.
middle tower is under
I mean,
attack.
Doom is fine. It's not super trolly item, right? Like you can go either Shivas or Axe or Octarine. So I think for Doom it's fine, but for Mirana.
Yep. Solar Flare's already popped. They're expecting a fight, but Necrophos already blinks away. Karito and Filmini cannot quite get the connection there. But they might still run into the Rubik. Yeah, he always seems to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, so he just soaks all this damage. Gets away, though. He didn't get a perfect connection on the hero. Raviente's illusion spots the Kunkka to try and burst him down, but does get the invis out in time. Also, this is level 20 Luna Kanda now, so that's gonna kill someone. Like, if you target the Rubik, for example, he might have Cloak, but that Kanda is a whole different source of damage. That hurts. Might just die to Raviente's illusion here again. They're jumping the Rubik once more. Poison Touch Hex is out by some time. The Rubik's able to walk away.
Alright, a good side about that is obviously their high ground defense is pretty strong. They have like many defensive heroes, so...
They spot Shock. Filmini. Oh, close one there with the arrow. Also couldn't get the Arc Warden Gleipnir in time to cancel the TP.
Did this Mirana give up on the Octarine? What item? Yes.
Yeah, he didn't buy anything yet, so has the gem queued up. Okay.
I think he gave up on the Octarine.
I don't think he should. Yeah, he shouldn't build an Octarine on the Mirana. I just don't see why.
This guy is the main group. Fine. He left. He left the game.
Hobbit also ulted away from the Necrophos. The whole Dire team was about to jump him. And now there's a Roshan waiting for them, which they will take.
So now's the time. You're getting Aegis on Radiant. I think like you really want to end the game here and now.
Yeah. Look at the hero level graph as well. The whole team is behind Necrophos. Just tells you how big of an XP lead. Everyone has a level 3 ult. And I think that matters a lot when there's Solar Flare. 150 damage and attack speed for the Mirana. And half of that for his teammates. Rubik is spotted. Rubik is gone. Maybe even catching the Omni Knight, but no leaps on the Mirana, no hammer on the Dawn. They're just going to march on to the high ground here. Quick instant hex there again with a poison touch, but won't be able to stop this push. This tidal wave usage, they have good control. You mentioned about this high ground, it is strong, but Kriskata got to be careful not to put himself out of position. Bolts are flying in. Not doing any damage to the Arc Warden, so you might have dealt with the Aegis, but then you talk about this double core, this Arc Warden. It's another scary hero, another tidal wave to push them back. A glyph used. We'll keep them away.
Good defense. Yeah.
Base is held together a bit longer. Now they smoke. Shock in the front. Want to try and catch the Doom. I think they know they're smoked because this Necrophos didn't show on their screens jumping into that wave. You should know. Coming in from the side. Kikoni sees the Mirana. X-Mark is used into the Torrent. Yay, that's a pretty easy escape. He never torrented, actually. Dawn ulti used in bottom. Oh, they're trying to save it. Avienta Shock tried to kill him, but isn't able to do so. Oh, he tried to solo kill the Arc Warden and was close to doing it, but now the Necrophos is dead. The Arc survives. And he's gone for 80 seconds. That's a long time without your Necrophos. He does have buyback, but if he does, Radiant can back out, then they have a win condition.
I hope this time at least. Like, I feel the last fight, the problem was Arc. You don't really need to commit. Like, you don't need to go in. You don't need to cross towers and stuff. You just need to right click them. There is no tower on bot. They just need to get Luna to the towers, and he can easily take the buildings.
Yeah, this is what it looks like it's going to be as well. Luna in the front. Another push on the Luna, trying to do as much as they can. Solar Flare is activated. And now you can see the buildings just disappear. This damage is insane. One lane of
It's interesting that this Luna don't have spike, by the way. Like, it's such a good spike game. You just need to disengage and stuff. But
yeah, he's greedy.
oh, they use the banner on mid.
Bolts are flying in. Yeah, just gonna get caught by it. Nice tidal wave from Kikoni, trying to buy as much as they can. The Dawn ulti is cancelled. But they're just driving them all. That guy show speed is dead. Rubik was the one being grave. He tried to save his support, only to give his own life away. Good Manta usage there. The tidal wave will not push him all the way to the fountain. The Doom's going to connect onto the Necrophos. Kunkka cannot do much here except to try and right-click. They will get the Luna away. Kurita with another drops it on the Necrophos. Tries to get this Necrophos away, but they will lose Kurito. Dawnbreaker TPs, gets X marked. He's gonna not get sent back. Has the shard, so Starbreaker in the fountain. He's gonna be okay.
Well, they're close. They get the point. They are hitting the towers and they're feeding a little bit, but they just need to repeat the sentence.
Yeah, it's a Pyrrhic victory.
Yeah.
It got the job done, but it came with a cost. Now you just look at the pushing power on this Dire side. How long does it take for them to take an objective? I think you really got to start thinking about that Desolator on this Dazzle. Or someone at least. Pump some extra damage in. With this Catapult, they can do a bit. But 30 seconds for the Luna and the Doom. I think this tier 2 is all they're going to get. The arrow takes down one of the Catapults. The Glyph is going to be popped. That should clean the rest of them out. They are going to try their best here with this push. It would be quite insane if they will be able to take this this game somehow, being 30,000 gold behind at 36 minutes. Kikoni running away from the arrow. Necrophos is spotted. The chase onto Shock. They can't afford to lose this Necrophos, but it looks like he will. The Yules will buy him some time. He gets nullified. Back down to the ground you go. Mirana pushed away from Sony, charges in with the Eclipse. Omni Knight will soak all of that. He's going for the teleport out, and he's able to escape. Kikoni, no, not going to be as lucky. He will lose 3 heroes, and there's the buyback from the Necrophos. Tried to come and rescue the day. He tried to get a Scythe in.
Well, if something miracle don't happen, this has to be game.
Yeah, that was a 7,000 gold swing, that fight. Well, you're going to have to hold this base with 3. It's pretty much just Mega Creeps for Sony. Leads the charge.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Does feel like lower brackets. It's gonna call out. With this Dire team, I show speed. He's down to half HP from one simple Conda Infernal Blade combo. That is Mega Creeps. 40,000 gold ahead now. And there's a 3% win probability. Usually it should be 1 or 0 by now. But yeah, like you said, Stomanen, they're gonna need a miracle. Not the player, but an actual miracle.
If it is the player, yeah. Maybe the player can do it.
I think you need a sixth player in the team by now. Jacques is gone. Brave will buy some time. They will lose the Rubik once again, and that should do it. They clean them all up. Ikoni, he's the last man standing out of the team. He's also gone. And that's it. 2-0 series here for, what was it called again? Casually masculine.
Yeah. Muscular.
Yeah. And it's going to be the lower bracket for Mrusni Pari Chistiruce.
Race.
All right.
Chisti race, not ruce.
Race.
Race. Yes. Oh my god, it was so clean actually.
All right. But they go into the lower bracket. They don't know about their opponent yet because that we'll find out from tomorrow's series. Same thing for Casually Masculine. They will play against the winner from tomorrow's 8 p.m. series. But this was a clean 2-0. Nothing taken away from them. Of course, you know, the first minute fight was always exciting to watch, and it was fun to see a lot of kills happen. We had 8 in the first, 7 in the second. But outside of that, I don't think we saw anything spectacular in the laning stage that could save this game for Mrusni Pari.
Mrusni. It's Mrusni.
God damn it.
But you're getting closer and closer, yes.
You have any thoughts on this series?
Well, props to Mrusni Pari for winning the pre-runes fights, but that's kind of it. I think the gap was just way too big. So it's really, yeah, it was close to impossible. It was like.
Yeah, I think they have a thing or two to learn about the drafts, right?
Yeah, in terms of drafts, it was just a big gap.
Rubik didn't really seem to fit in.
Yep.
He even went with the name Mode Kikoni 2015, but not going to get the prime Kikoni, at least out of this series. So we are done for the day with this one. We are tomorrow going to have that last upper bracket first round matchup. And I do want to say, this is the one that I'm looking forward to quite a lot because there are some pretty hype players out there. I cannot pronounce these team names in your local language, but Studenites and Kolegite Offlane-a?
Yes, Studentite, Kolegite. This means students and colleagues.
Yes, all right, students and the collegiates. Let's see how they fare. Both have a very even MMR average as well. And BZM, Mind Control, La Joya should be the ones to look out for. All playing in the same team as well. So we'll be excited to see how that one rolls out. But yeah, without further ado, thank you for watching today. We're going to send you over to the Dota Masters Bulgaria channel and enjoy your start of the Halloween. We'll be here once again tomorrow at 8 p.m. For the next cast. So until then, take care of yourselves, everybody. Good night. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.